What's going on, everybody? Derek with Dependable Success, Motivation, and Inspiration coming back with this week's video. Last week, we touched on some strategies that you could implement in your life right now. And as you know, around here, we're big believers in right now. So this week, we said, you know what? What would prevent somebody from using those strategies? Like, we always say you can lead the horse to water, but you can't make them drink. So there's a ton of knowledge about success and how to just get better and what would stop somebody from doing that. And of course, we always focus a lot about mindset. And I realized, you know what? Mindset is important. That's paramount. But what causes the mindset? So today we're going to talk about limiting beliefs. And these are literally these are beliefs that you have that limit your ability. It's almost like a ceiling that we put on ourselves. And me and Brandy have had good conversations about this, healthy conversations, because we all have them, including me. I'll be the first to raise my hand, but I've conditioned myself over the years to actually work on it, talk about it with another human being, and really just try and, flush them out or break through them. And I think that's absolutely important. So we're going to talk about some common limiting beliefs and just kind of, why I think, quite frankly, that they're total bullshit. I mean, let's just be real blunt here. So the first limiting belief is, and this is when it comes to success, it takes money to make money, right? And we did have videos you can go back and watch on money, but at the end of the day, it's just bullshit, okay? Most millionaires are self-made, first generation. They don't inherit it. And just on a side note for limiting beliefs, it's crazy how if you do some research on a lot of this stuff, you'll learn that most of them are not only are they not true, they're not rooted in any fact. I mean, in fact, most of the statistics that are available are quite the contrary. So definitely do not tell yourself, oh, I can't do it. I can't be successful. I'm not from a rich family. I didn't go to private school. I mean, none of that matters, right? If you get focused, you work on yourself, and you start to build your confidence, you can absolutely do it, okay? The next big limiting belief that I see amongst a lot of the guys that I work with is just the overall, I can't, and you can fill in the blank. And to me, if you're starting with an I can't that has to do with success, motivation, or inspiration, it's automatically bullshit, right? It's one thing to say, okay, I can't dunk a basketball on Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah, obviously, okay? That's a physical limitation, right? But it's another thing to preface your thoughts with I can't. And this goes back to having positive self-talk. We've talked about that as well. And you really, want to practice. When you get up and you go to the mirror, a little exercise I'll share with you is try and think of the stuff that you like about yourself, because we're all quick to, well, I wish I had, a better smile or nicer teeth or, fill in the blank. No. Try and point out the stuff that you like the most about yourself. And I think that is, if you do that religiously every day, that is a huge exercise that will really just start to shift your mindset and break through some of these limiting beliefs. Some of these beliefs could also be stuff that we're conditioned to. You've heard, aside from it takes money to make money, you've heard things like penny saved is a penny earned. And we've talked about these in our videos because a lot of these really are not just money misinformation. They're beliefs that are rooted down to the core of us, where we feel like the world owes us something, like we are the victim, and we're very quick because your mind wants to rationalize your bullshit. I mean, at the end of the day, right? Nobody wants to take a good hard look in the mirror and say, oh, the reason I'm not more successful is because of me. Why would you want to do that? It's easier to look to external circumstances, the schooling you went to, your parents. I mean, the list goes on. And I find that's just simply not true. And you really got to work past those, and it's paramount. And I'm really happy we're kind of just keeping it very fundamental here because these are things that these are not just like some little mindset tricks. These are fundamentally important, absolutely 100% prerequisite to being successful, to achieving the next level in your business, your relationships, and your finances. I mean, 100%. You have to do these things. Okay? Another limiting belief that I see a lot in business is we immediately want to attribute the external factors to our lack of success, right? Oh, I'm from this area. You know, you don't understand, but my business is located in, you know, bumfuck nowhere, and there's no customers, and nobody would pay that price. And, you know, no, not true. You write your own story. You need to deliver exceptional results. That's a given when you hire professionals, and absolutely exceptional service to the point where people talk about it. We just last night I saw, and we really appreciate this on a side note on Facebook, a bunch of our customers rallying, talking about all the good stuff we've done for them, and that warms my heart as an owner because that's exactly what we're going for. We take it seriously. And you know, that's exactly what you need to do. It doesn't matter your area. If you really look full circle and you look at the big picture and you start to put some of this on paper, you realize just how detrimental that this type of mindset can be. I mean, that's just what it comes down to. At the end of the day, it really, really holds you back. You know, you need to really just try and break through a lot of these. And don't worry about the stuff that you can't control anyway. Half of the limiting beliefs are things that are totally out of your control, right? You didn't choose where you were born. You didn't get to choose what school your parents put you in. You didn't get to choose a lot of this stuff. But now, as adults, as functioning, competent human beings, you have the choice. You have the choice to break through the noise, and you have the choice to do better. And ultimately, this is designed to build self-confidence, because we had a great conversation the other day about self-confidence, and the truth is, it's a rare freaking commodity. And it breaks my heart, you know? I mean, I without getting into spirituality, I believe that we're all made how we're supposed to be. So the key is to use the gifts that you're given. Steve Harvey, by the way, does a great talk on finding your gift. And I love it because he always goes into examples of, you know, the guy, he started out and he was doing $10 haircuts, and, you know, now he owns a huge chain of barbershops and makes all this money, but he's still cutting hair. And it just shows you, you know, not everybody is going to have the next big invention or the big tech boom. No, I mean, it's fundamentals. And in fact, one of our guys here, we had a great talk about doing the same thing over and over again. And that's what it comes down to. It's doing the right thing over and over again, and you just get so good at it that you become the educator, the expert, and the professional in your space. And the only way you're going to do any of that and actually get off your ass and do something about it is to break through the limiting beliefs you have about yourself, about what's possible, about the economy, and about money. And written on a whiteboard right over there, we literally write down, it's not the economy, it's not the president, it's not any of the external factors. While I'm still a realist, I do admit they do influence and have some degree of effect. We are writing our own story, and we write down there that I am accountable to myself. So the next time you catch yourself falling victim to one of these limiting beliefs, stop and play the tape through, meaning really think about it and think about, well, is that true? I mean, hey, we got the world at our fingertips. You know, do a quick Google search, read about it. Hey, how did this guy make some money? How did this guy become successful? And you'll see that it's not glamorous. And that is the last limiting belief I'll share with you about this paradigm where success is just so glamorous, because on social media, all we see is the result. We don't see the 20 years of hard work that it took to get to that point. So I think to tie up limiting beliefs, you know, it comes down to just getting honest and getting real with yourself. There's no shortcuts. There's no get rich quick. And if you're looking for that, not only is this the wrong channel for you, but I believe you are just, it's almost a helpless cause. You need to get to the root of your problems, break through the limiting beliefs, and tell yourself they're not true. Start with our little exercise every morning. Tell yourself when you're in the mirror, you're brushing your teeth, tell yourself the things that you love and you like about yourself and the good about yourself until you condition yourself to realize that anything's possible. You just got to go out there and chase your dreams. And like our quote on the wall, dreams don't work unless you do. Like and subscribe to our channel. We'll keep making videos every week. We want to give back. To me personally, if we help one person, one freaking person, it's well worth it to me. Thank you guys so much. We'll catch you next week, and do your best this week to break through the noise, get real with yourself, work on yourself, and anytime you catch yourself thinking something negative or putting a limiting belief on something that you believe to be impossible, realize that if I can do it, you can do it. Anything's possible. Have a great week.